Demand more. Get Allmax.
Hey guys, it's Jeff Curran here. Welcome back to the Allmax video of the month. Today we're going to talk about the more common guillotine choke that I see happening in MMA, and this is the guillotine choke with the arm in. Okay, so traditionally a guillotine choke that looks like this would be just the neck, okay, where I don't have an arm trapped, or from this side you can see it's just the neck. So what we're going to talk about today is the guillotine choke with the arm in. First, in setting up the choke, we're going to go through the grips, and this for me is a preference. I like to hold my hands here like this. You can see one hand covers the other. Some people like this grip, okay, but I personally like this. So the part that's on the neck is going to be this part of the bone. The other hand is just going to be my lever. Okay. So commonly off of a takedown, he's in on a single leg here. I want to make sure that he doesn't drive me back and get to this far side here. There's never going to be a choke here, and I'm going to be caught in side control. So I feel he's on my leg. I'm going to reach under the arm and under the neck, catching my grip. Make the sprawl, get his grip broke, and from here, I'm just going to go for a finish, okay? So the first one I'm going to talk about is going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to let my right knee slide underneath, just like this. You can see it across his hip, and my left leg come across his back. Again, I want to keep him from circling to this side. He's going to go to the opposite side of his head. If his head is on this side, he's looking to run this way. So off of the sprawl, I sprawl. I break the grip. I'm going to move, just sit to my butt. Let this foot come on across the hip here. My other foot over the top. Boom. One more time. Sprawl by dropping my hip. Good control up here. Step one leg up, the other leg underneath. Slides. This is my first foot. This is the first thing I'm going to use to stop him from being able to run around. My other leg over the top. The way I'm applying the choke, I got the grip. I'm going to put my weight on his head. So my arm over the head here is going to hunker down on his neck, squeeze, and pinch with my body here like this. Okay, maybe you can see from this angle. Switch sides here. I have the grip around the neck. I fall. My foot over here, the foot on this side is stopping his hip. This one's over the top. Okay, nice tight bite. It's different from a normal guillotine where I just have the head where my goal is to stretch him out. I'm not trying to stretch here, I'm trying to crunch my body. I want to bring my chest to the top part of his back. Boom. So that's the first angle that we catch the arm in guillotine. Okay, so the next way we're going to catch the arm in guillotine, same thing. He's in on a single leg or he was in on a double. I sprawled and I locked my grip. Okay, I'm going to deal with the arm differently here. This time I'm going to completely get around it. So my knee that was sliding across here before is going to come around his arm and into the pocket. So I get my hips high. You can see my hips are off the floor. When I step around, it's going to be one motion. Boom. And the foot's going to fall in. So how this is different is his arm is now across my hip. My left leg is over the top. Same thing. Change the angle. A couple times slow. Sprawl. I circle. And I'm just going to drop my foot in here like this. Again. Sprawl. Circle. This is where I want my knee to slide in. My right knee is going to slide in. You just got to commit to it. You're looking to trap up here, kind of creating a triangle connection. This, where his arm is trapped. Boom, same thing. I'm pulling my forearm into his neck, and I'm biting down on his head with my shoulder. I'm doing a little crunch. Okay, again, on my second setup here, I'm going to give a little option. Sometimes when I step around and I go deep, I grab his bicep or his tricep here with my arm. Then I grab my wrist. Okay? So the finished product looks the same. But you can see here, I have his arm trapped. Same idea. One more time like that. Control. Sprawl my hips. I feel he posts his hand on the floor kind of. I can bring it closer. If I feel I can reach that, I will. I'll grab, dip, and fall. Nice and tight. That's my second option. Okay, here I am, guys. Another option. Option 3. He's in on the leg. He's controlling the leg same way. This time when I sprawl, I'm going to actually stand up and lift him. So I sprawl, my hands are already locked, already ready to go. I sprawl, I get his grip broke, and then I'm going to pop my hips in, just like this, and stand him up. Okay? The idea here is, sometimes the guy's looking to stand up, sometimes, looking to posture, maybe looking to duck behind my back here like this. So by making this pulled up motion here, I kind of take all that away. So I sprawled, I broke the grip. Now I'm just going to stand up, lift him, boom, it's a slow motion. I walk my hips in, and now I fall, close guard. Same thing. I got to bring my weight towards his head. Pinch down on his head with my arm. Hip up. One more time. Off the leg. Sprawl. Hips in. Lift. Boom. Option 3. Okay, guys. Oftentimes you want to attack for the guillotine choke when you're on your back. You're already in the guard. The person took you down. You're hanging out here, or you're just playing the guard. A closed guard is a little hard position to catch an arm in guillotine choke. It's a little more common to get it when things are being worked out here from the butterfly guard. So what I like to do when someone's in my butterfly guard here like this, meaning both of my feet are making hooks on his legs. He's comfortable with this because he's got control of my hips, and I'm kind of comfortable with this because I have options. So people end up here a lot. I'm going to stretch my legs and sit up and create a little bit of space here. Create an angle, take one side around the neck, around the arm. Now, here's the important thing. When I sit up and go for the head, he's automatically thinking of going around and clearing my legs, being on his strong side and taking away the move completely from me. So I need to be thinking ahead. When I sit up and go here, and I fall, I take this foot out and stop his hip. You can see that I stop his hip here completely. Now watch what I'm going to do here. Take my foot out and trade it off. This position is the first or second position I showed you here. We ended up with this foot across, this leg on top. So I start from the butterfly guard. We sit up here, boom. When I commit to the neck, I need to commit my weight to the far side and let my foot stop him from running. Watch what happens if I don't do that. He clears. Stop him. Foot on the hip. Look at my foot here, guys.
Too many cameras.
Alright, so I showed you a few different variations of a real common, really effective guillotine choke. Guillotine chokes are very effective for the person on the bottom, but if we can feel ourselves getting taken down, the time for you to apply the choke is in that process. So those were the first 3 different scenarios that I showed. In the 4th one, we worked on it from the butterfly guard, which is just as effective. You just got to have that setup down. Make sure when you're doing this technique that you don't just squeeze hard and fast, that you learn to apply the choke and tell your partner to tap out when they feel like the wind cut off. Don't just sit there and squeeze hard and fast and expect a quick tap out. Once you have the comfort down of the actual grip in the choke, then you can start to pick up the speed in which you apply the choke. But you want to try to find a way to fill in all those gaps where the person inside the choke is finding a way to survive. So the slower you apply, the more time you take in actually developing the mechanic of the choke and finding the sweet spot of the neck, the cutting off the circulation for your opponent, the more effective the choke will be in the long run. Train hard, enjoy.